Welcome back to London. We're at Buckingham Palace where drama has unfolded this morning. A man was arrested after shotgun cartridges were found on the palace grounds. It happened just hours after Prime Minister Anthony Albanese met with His Majesty ahead of this weekend's coronation. It comes also as a rare interview airs with Princess Anne. She's spoken about the family's grief at the loss of the Queen and her brother's readiness to reign. She's been her brother's loyal ally through decades of service. And as Charles formally becomes king, Princess Anne says there will be no surprises.
Well, you know what you're getting because he's been practising for a bit.
In a rare interview that's aired in Canada, the hardest working member of the royal family spoke of her role in the upcoming coronation.
This is something he's been waiting for, and he's probably spent more time thinking about it.
It'll be a historic day, but bittersweet, coming just 8 months on from the loss of the Queen.
My mother was the Queen for a very long time, and although you kind of know that this might happen, you don't really think about it very much.
The Queen's death prompted a period of transition, with discussion reignited about the monarchy's relevance. But for Princess Anne,
the monarchy provides, with the Constitution, a degree of long-term stability that is actually quite hard to come by any other way.
joining me here at our Canada Gate position is royal correspondent Victoria Arbiter. Victoria, Anne doesn't give many interviews. How important for her to give this one just days before the coronation?
You're absolutely right, Koshi. Anne is not about self-promotion. So if she is talking to the press, it's usually in support of the monarchy or in support of her charities. Now, this particular interview has been beautifully timed ahead of the coronation, but it's also ahead of her upcoming visit to Canada. She's going over there later this month. But I was quite impressed with this interview in particular. It was wide-ranging. She didn't shy away from the difficult topics, but every answer was delivered in true Anne style.
Yeah, and she said with Charles, we know what we're getting. How easy has the transition been from the funeral through to today?
I think he's done a remarkable job. You know, he's the longest serving heir apparent in British history. So as Anne said, he's had a lot of practice. He's had a lot of opportunity really to come to terms with what the future position will be. But it's quite difficult when you're grieving for the loss of your mother and taking on your constitutional responsibilities and planning a coronation. So I think given all of the elements combined, he's done a very good job.
And defended the monarchy as well. What did you think of that? Because it just seems to be a bit of doubt creeping in, doesn't it?
Koshi, whenever there is a big set-piece royal event, this topic of relevance raises its ugly head. And I did think it was so typical of Anne when she was asked towards the end of the interview if she was worried about the longevity of the royal family. And there was a short, sharp no before she said that it does have long-term benefits. A constitutional monarchy has long-term benefits. And I also thought what was interesting was she said that it offers a degree of stability that's difficult to get anywhere else, particularly in this ever-changing world.
Well, things are ramping up. As you can hear, we've got bands rehearsing behind us. We've got a lot of the guards just rehearsing what they're going to do on the day. It is the festivities. It's a bit of an air of excitement. These are live pictures, of course, just going on behind us. They've been teasing us all evening. The night has just been full of music, hasn't it?
It has, and I love that sense of anticipation because you're hearing all the practicing we're getting because of the late hour here in the UK. We're getting a bit of a glimpse of some of the majestic pomp and pageantry that we're going to see on Saturday, and I think it's going to be a spectacle unlike anything we've ever seen. Yeah,
it'll be. So they are live pictures of the rehearsal starting. We can't see you show you too much, otherwise we'll get into trouble. All right, Victoria. Nat and Shervo, you do get a sense of the theatre that's coming. It's going to be a wonderful weekend.
Under the cover of darkness.
I know.
Don't show us too much.
Isn't that funny? Nearly midnight, and they thought no one will
be around
here.
except for Koshi.
Exactly. He's the only one. Talk to you soon, guys.